So it looks like we have some huge and exciting news from the Alibaba team. They're back with a brand new tool called Qoder. It is a IDE like Cursor or Windsurf. So we're just going to explore that today. It just recently came out, day or two. So we're just going to explore everything. Currently, it is free to use. During the testing period, you'll be able to use it, and then after that, we have no idea how much it's going to be, and I am going to test it out. So you can download it for Mac, but you can also go to all downloads and you can find the Windows version over here. So let's have a quick look. Programming through conversation. It's just the standard option where you have an agent and you can also just chat and plan everything out. Now, this is very interesting. It's the quest mode, pretty much like Cursor and Windsurf, where you give it a prompt of what you want to build and it will create sort of a task list and go through all the tasks. Windsurf and Cursor also does that. It has context of your code base. So it does that to advance repository insight, resolve issues with precision based on deep intellectual understanding. So what I read is that when you have your project open and the more you build, it's going to obviously create memories, but it's going to learn your code base and it's going to get smarter and have more context. They have MCPs. I've already downloaded this and had a quick look. They have a list of all the most popular MCPs, and you can also add in your own MCPs. Unlock more AI coding capabilities for developers. Always the best models. They mentioned Claude, GPT, and Gemini. Context-aware completions. This is pretty much the same in Windsurf and Cursor, where it gives you context-aware suggestions, tab, autocomplete, comprehensive context. Let's see, images, code, directories, and more. Wiki is your code base. I'm not very familiar with this, but from my understanding is that it will create a wiki of your code base. It helps with context and memory of your project. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and pretend I am downloading it and installing it. So this is where the B-roll will show up of me downloading and installing. But in the meantime, it's already installed. My first impression is that the UI seems pretty clean. Obviously, this is where you will see your code base. You have your standard search. Then you have the quest mode. It's just showing the basics right now because I don't have a code base. You have your chat window with ask and agent. It's very clean. I like it. Start a new chat, chat history, close the chat. That's cool. I did sign up with my Google account, and from what I can see, so this is the Qoder backend if you sign up. So you have your profile, email, usage. Looks like 2,000 credits. We'll see how quickly that runs out. Cool. So just going through this again, Qoder settings. What I noticed is that the settings is very, very clean and minimal. There is another settings page that is endless scrolling and options. Let's see, Qoder settings, editor settings. This is where there's a lot of stuff. Text editor. I do not bother with this stuff. Now, one thing that I'm pretty interested to try is this clone repo option here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clone my favorite sauce code base at the moment, and guess paste that in and just hit enter, select your folder. Just going to install the dependencies for the Next.js project, and then we can start playing around. I'm not going to go into too much details on this. I have another video where I go through this. It's a sauce template. It's got the sidebar, the menu items, light and dark mode, all that type of stuff, and some demo content. We want to play around with Qoder. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick test. Just tell it to remove the Kanban page and menu item. I'm just going to do audio dictation. In my dashboard sidebar, can you go ahead and remove the Kanban menu item? And then we also need to remove the Kanban page and code from my code base. So let's see how fast it runs. Okay, so it creates the to-do list. It's generating. Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty much like how Windsurf and Cursor does things at the moment. So it's just going to search my code base and try and find out where everything is. So now you can see that we have in the data TypeScript, it's going to remove the Kanban menu item. Technically, what I asked for is to delete this Kanban functionality. So let's see. Let's just do that. Dashboard. All right, so it's officially finished. It went through all the to-do list items. It's the Kanban page is gone. The menu item has been removed, and also in the code base, it's been removed. All right, so I'm very curious about this quest feature that they have. So I'm just going to test that out real quick. I am in the process of building Bento Flow, which is kind of like a whole bunch of small little tools to help you create content and publish content faster. So I have a transcription app. You can upload any video or audio files and it gets transcribed. TubeFlow is a whole package. I have another video on my channel that should be coming out that goes into more detail, but basically I want to test out this quest thing, right? So I am just going to explain that I want to create this scribe page. So I'm going to dictate roughly the idea of the transcription page and functionality and see how the quest mode actually does. So first it goes into the design phase. That's interesting. Scribe dashboard feature design overview. Okay, so it creates a full PRD for this architecture. Actually scanned and it's found the components folder, which is really cool. So accept file. Let's see what happens now. I am going to click start. So now it's going to create the action flow apparently. This is pretty interesting. Just looking at the file browser, it's created a .qoder and then quests folder over here. It's already doing things. So it's installed the YouTube download package. It's got the Grok SDK. FFmpeg is to extract the low quality audio. Step number 2 is the basic scribe features, the structure. So it's made the directory. So it seems like it's pretty agentic, basically. I haven't had to accept anything since this has been running. Yeah, so far I'm actually really liking it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let this run through. If anything interesting comes up, you'll see it right after this. Nothing major has changed, but I did look around and I noticed that this in progress part here, and up here it says create new task. So I'm like, wait a second, let's give this a try. So let's see what happens when I create a second task. Now it's going to create the PRD for this project, and I just want to check on this. This one's running, which is really cool. And this one is running also. It's in the design phase. So sure, in Windsurf and Cursor, you can have multiple chats and stuff like that. But I actually really like this quest layout where your different features that you're building out, and you don't have to wait for the one in order to start the next one. Okay, so this one has finished the design phase. So I'm just gonna go ahead and accept that. I didn't even read through it. So I can basically hit start. Now I have it building out 2 pages and 2 features for me at the same time. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so task report, nice. So scribe dashboard feature implementation report, the summary, key topics discussed, see main objectives addressed, current status, the scribe feature implementation is complete and fully functional. Okay, that's a bold statement. I haven't looked yet. Let's just go ahead and accept it. Are you sure you want to finish this task? Sure. Let's see. It's obviously still building out this feature. Maybe I will just wait for this second quest to finish, and then we can see the results of our 2 quests. All right, so our second quest has finished. It's generated the task report and showing all the new files or changed files. We have our history of the completed quests, which is really cool. It's been accepted. Now, just looking at this, interesting. It's got the scribe with the little microphone. I did not give it any idea. Tubeflow is just the image. That icon doesn't really matter. But let's have a look at the errors. Here we go. Okay, so we got our first error. It's gonna happen. So I am basically just gonna go in here and say, we have an error on our scribe page. I'm just gonna go ahead and see how quickly it can fix that. Obviously, it's not all smooth sailing, but I do really love the quest feature. So anybody at Windsurf, if you're watching, would be really cool to have that. So I'm just gonna try and fix these errors, and then we can have a look at the finished pages. I was looking at the Repo Wiki, and I have to say the wiki part is really awesome. It basically outlines the whole code base. You know, just going through this first project overview, it's the authentication is clear. Down here it says we're running Next.js, TypeScript, UI components, styling is Shad CN, Tailwind, all that type of stuff. And let's just have a look and see the layout system. Wow. Table of contents. This is really cool. This is really cool because when you're building the wiki, the repo wiki, it basically acts as context when you're building, it just gets smarter and smarter, knowing your whole application. So I'm definitely going to be using more of this. I wonder if it just automatically references the repo wiki. So Qoder is still making some changes. So the functionality itself, you have a modal. You can either paste a YouTube URL. It's going to fail now, but you can select a video file. And then the tube flow, I did not get very specific with what I want this page to look like and function like, but it is basically testing. This does not accept a video. The styling is also a little bit off, but in general, using the quest functionality worked out pretty good to get the basic structure of these pages. I think that the quest feature is really cool, and I have a feeling I'm going to be using Qoder a little bit more from today on. So download it, give it a try. My impressions, 2 thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.